Hey guys, it's really damn cold out, so let's do this quick. Okay, nukes. Why the hell does the US insist on keeping so many of them? According to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists on their 2014 report, the United States has over 4,600 nuclear warheads, plus the 800 nuclear missiles and aircraft that are able to launch these weapons. That is a ridiculous stockpile, and is way too much. It's enough to destroy the Earth and then some. And as John Oliver so eloquently put it, that amount of nuclear weapons could supply 4th of July fireworks for Martians. Now, nuclear weapons aren't exactly the best thing to have in malfunctioning silos, are they? The most dangerous weapons that mankind has ever seen are being taken care of in their given nuclear silos, which is fine. But that's only good if the silos are actually being monitored by specially trained officers and they're kept in good working order, which hasn't been happening. More on that later. And it's scary, like think about it. The USA isn't exactly on good terms with many countries, and if a war was to break out, we'd basically all be screwed. Russia's relationship with the USA isn't a healthy one, especially after the attack on Ukraine. Now guess which is the only country with a larger nuclear stockpile than the USA? That's right, it's Russia. The biggest country in the world is also the owner of the largest stockpile in the world. That's a problem, because Russia is debatably also one of the most volatile countries in the world. And they have 4,500 warheads, plus another 2,700 in storage. That's scary. You know what's even more scary? 1,800 of those 4,500 warheads are currently on a missile or at a bomb base. So within a few seconds of an order being made, Russia can have 1,800 nuclear missiles in the air. Having enough armed missiles to blow up a country at minute's command is insane. But when you add another couple thousand to them, it just goes outright overboard. And both the USA and Russia know that if there was a nuclear war between the two countries, it would mean the end of the world. Each of the countries individually have enough weapons to destroy each other and then some. So if they put the two stockpiles against each other, it would destroy more than, of course, those two countries. Now, I really think that American people need to wake up to this issue, because in public court hearings about these devices, there's almost no audience to hear what the plans are for these nuclear weapons. So what that says to me, at least, is that Americans don't really care if the world ends. Disagree with me? Prove me wrong. Go to a hearing on the most dangerous things known to mankind and put your opinion in. Educate yourselves. But if you can't even get off your ass to go and vote for the people that can give that order to commence the process of ending the world, I doubt you care enough to do your own research. That's my challenge to you. Do some research like I did. Go to a public hearing and tell the government that having over 7,000 weapons that could destroy more than a city each is not a good idea. Stand up for what could be your own lives. If anyone actually wanted to do some research, the sources I used are in the box below. Now, a nuclear war would be lethal, and there would be no winner. Russia would bomb the USA would bomb Russia. It would all probably be over in a month or so, and maybe even less. But it would kill more people than World War I and World War II, even after the fighting ends. The radiation would cause a famine, killing even more people, and the radiation will also affect most of the two areas, most of the world. Now that's just with the USA and Russia. Many other countries have nuclear weapons too, including North Korea, but that's a talk for another day. So back on the topic of the USA's nuclear fleet, and the neglect that has been shown. From my count, there have been 10 different incidents where the United States have dropped one or more nuclear weapons on their own territory, and that doesn't include training exercises. 10 fucking times? How is that even possible? Sure, some of them were accidents, but when you're dealing with the most dangerous materials ever known to man, there's no room for accidents. The big incident that I've looked into is the 1961 incident. 12 miles from Goldsboro, North Carolina, in Faro, a B-52 bomber had a mechanical failure, causing the aircraft to fall apart. Now, this specific bomber happened to be carrying two 3.8 megaton nuclear weapons. Both of these bombs fell out and landed in Faro, but they didn't explode, which is miraculous for one reason. Lieutenant Jack Rovell of the USA Armed Forces was one of the men working on the bomb recovery mission. He was quoted saying he would never forget when they found the switch for the second bomb. "Lieutenant, we found the arm safe switch," he was told. He responded saying, "Great. It was met with a troubling response from one of the officers that found it. He said, "Not great, it's unarmed." That's right, the USA dropped an armed nuclear bomb larger than the two dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki at the end of World War II on North Carolina. I'll put that in perspective. If one of these bombs had exploded, everything within an 8.5-mile radius would have been instantly killed. The radiation of the bomb would have also traveled up to the Atlantic and almost reached New York. For any of my non-American viewers, 8.5 miles is just over 13.5 kilometers. The instant kill area would have just reached Goldsboro, which would have killed most of the population there instantly, and that's without the radiation. The USA almost destroyed North Carolina. Good job! The force in charge of keeping these nuclear stockpiles protected has seen everything from dropping bombs in their own country, like I just said, to leaving weapons on tarmac to have them discovered by food delivery men, and even to officers sending the answers to a proficiency test to each other via text message. That's right, the people guarding your country's stock of most dangerous weapons known to man cheat on their tests. Sleep on that. Rant over. Let's go inside, it's fucking cold.